Today's video is all about motivation and how that can really help you not only get things going, but also really just change your life. These 9 points I'm going to bring to you now come from Marcus Aurelius, who was a Stoic philosopher back like 20 billion zillion years ago. Not important at this point, but his teachings remain very true today, and so I'm going to bring in these 9 points. Here we go. Number 1, don't spend a lot of time worrying about people that don't have a positive impact on others. You have a limited amount of time. We have one lifetime. So really don't spend that important resource that we all have that we can't get back. You can't buy it. There's no producing time. Don't spend that very valuable asset that you have on people who just don't add anything to your life or to the life of others or to the world. And don't worry so much about what they say and what they do and how they act. Everyone is individual. Everyone has their own life and their own agenda and their own thoughts. And spending your valuable time worrying about other people and what they might think and what they might do is literally a complete waste of time. Because so often, especially nowadays, it's so easy to get worried and concerned and bothered and feel personally judged by what other people are doing and comparing ourselves to others. And that's bullshit, complete bullshit. Just think about and worry about and spend time thinking about the people that actually add something to your life and people that add something to the world. Number 2, live in the present. Now, I can't emphasize this one enough. This is so powerful, but it's very easy to dwell on the past. Everything that's happened years ago or yesterday, any time in the past, particularly if things haven't gone well. I've been guilty of this. I'm sure you have. And it's so easy to do, so easy to dwell on things, what might have been, if only that thing did happen, if only that thing didn't happen. But remember, what's happened in the past has no impact on what happens in the future. Also, don't live in the future. Don't constantly be thinking about what happens if I do that, then what would happen, and just constantly projecting forward. Obviously, it's good to have goals and be motivated towards something that you want to achieve, but don't constantly live in the future. Live now, live in the present. There's a term for mindfulness, is be present, live in the moment. So whatever you're doing, do that thing. So if you're in a meeting, concentrate on that meeting. If you're in a class, concentrate on that class. If you're with your kids, concentrate on them. Don't be thinking of what do I have to do later, or what am I going to be doing tomorrow, or oh god, what happened yesterday. Be present, live in the moment, and 100% of your focus and attention in that moment. It doesn't mean you can't have goals and thinking about the future, that's fine, but when you are in a situation, be in that situation. Don't half-arse it, don't fuck about, be in the moment. Number 3, don't impose your feelings on reality. This means that in a situation where something has happened, that thing has happened. It's a factual thing, an action has occurred. Now, we as humans will have feelings, emotions, or thoughts on that particular action. However, often our feelings or emotions are skewed depending on which point of view we're coming from. So we may see that as a good thing or a bad thing, or it may cause us pain or pleasure, whatever it may be. But all of those can basically skew the reality. This thing has happened. That's it. Itself is not a good or bad thing, but it's how we perceive that thing makes it good or bad. This allows us to basically empathise and forgive people who upset or hurt us, because if you remove the emotion, remove the feeling from the activity, it's just an activity. So if someone says something horrible to you, what physically has happened? That person has said words. Or, break it down even more, that person has made sounds. That hasn't physically hurt you. You've decided that what they've said or that sound is offensive. But if you take that thought and emotion out of it, someone made some sound. That's it. Not painful, not hurtful. And taking it like that and thinking in that way will just make life so much happier and so much easier. Number 4 is turn an obstacle into an opportunity. It's a classic statement, every problem is an opportunity in disguise, but it's basically true. If you look at a situation and something bad has happened, look at it again, like the last point, a little bit more objectively and what has actually happened. Think about it from a positive aspect. Now, it may not immediately be obvious to think of something good if it's what would be considered something bad, but look at physically what's happened and just think about all of the things around that action that's happened that can be positive. And pretty much, if you really think about it, there are likely to be more positive sides than negative. For an example, if you're in a relationship and the other person ends that relationship, you're naturally going to feel hurt, upset, betrayed, whatever the situation is. But then just look at it. What's actually happened? I was in a relationship and now I'm not. Was I happy 100% before, or was I just settling? But then also, what can happen now? What opportunities do I have? Am I now less constrained to do certain things, certain hobbies, whatever it may be? So take every negative situation, and I'm not just saying put a positive spin on it, but look at it in detail of how you can take positive things from that. Yes, relationship ending, that's painful, that's hurtful, but it doesn't have to be just painful and hurtful. If you look at it with a bit more objectivity and just take away the emotions like before, you can really get some positive aspects from that, which will then allow you to move forward and progress in life. Number 5 is find peace within yourself. So often we're looking for an external answer or fix to help us achieve something or become something. But it's often missed that we don't look at ourselves for that happiness. And happiness does really come from within. Nothing external can make you happy. Nothing external can sort of satisfy that need for something. It's always coming from inside. Accepting yourself for who you are and what you represent and your values will make life just a beautiful thing. I'm not saying settle for a situation or settle for a mediocre lifestyle or relationship. What I'm saying is accept yourself for who you are, realistically, not a clouded negative viewpoint of yourself, but accept and understand who you truly are, and then realize what you can achieve from there. But until we accept ourselves for who we are, what we can work on to improve, we'll never get there. And if we're trying to find something external, trying to find the sports car, the watch, the big house, whatever it may be, all these things will maybe initially make us a little bit happier, but ultimately they're not filling that gap that we've got inside because we haven't accepted ourselves. And until we accept ourselves for who we are and get that inner happiness and inner peace, nothing external is ever going to make you happy. Number 6, don't resent other people for their character. Now, if someone's done something against you, just basically caused you a problem in some way, if it's an aspect of their character that's done that, don't resent them for that. Don't judge them for that. Just let it go. You're not going to change that person. All the effort that you might want to put in to change them, or worse still, get your own back or some sort of revenge, is all bullshit. If someone has done something against you, it's happened. Don't try to fix them or try to change them because they've done you some wrong and you feel the need to either change them in a good way or change them in a revenge way. All bullshit. Let them get on with their own life. Let it go. And put your energy towards you in a positive way that you can then move on with your life, rather than spending wasted energy on them, trying to fix them or get your revenge. Number 7, you are responsible for your own happiness. This is so powerful. Whatever happens in life, how you, me, us perceive that and how we act on that totally determines our happiness. Something happens, look at it objectively. There's a flowing theme for all of this, is look at things objectively, look at the actual act or activity that's happened, removing some emotion as much as you can away from it, and then see what the situation is. We can ask ourselves, is that reaction going to benefit me in some way, or is it going to be to my detriment? And that's pretty much it. That's the thing. Often we don't take that step. Something happens, we react, but just putting that step in, and it's easier said than done, it takes practice, but looking at that step, going, okay, this has happened. My initial reaction will be, I'm very upset, but is that reaction going to benefit me? 99% of the time, it's not. By me being really upset and angry and it's not going to change it. It's still happened. The thing has still happened. But how I react to it will determine my level of happiness. Now, obviously, something bad happens. I'm not saying you've got to be super happy about it, but you can be more towards neutral than really pissed off, and that will determine your happiness for the day. You can be angry about it, pissed off about it, or neutral. That's it. But move on with the day and enjoy the day and all the challenges and good things that come with that, which just shows how whatever happens and how we react to it will determine our happiness. Therefore, we, you, us, are 100% responsible for our own happiness. Number 8, be mindful of your own mortality. Remember, we are all going to die. That's something we can't get around. That's going to happen. And be aware of that. Not from a morbid point of view, but remember, we've got one lifetime. We've got to make the most of it. And so do what you want. Enjoy life to the max. Stop fucking complaining about bullshit, rubbish and crap and pointless shit. Get on with life. Enjoy life. Really, go for it. Come on. Just what is the point in complaining about things? Just enjoy life and look at the beauty of life. Look at the amazing things. The fact that we're even alive, it's something like 400 trillion to 1 chance. So just take that. Look at the beauty of life. Yes, there may be shitty weather. Yes, you may have a shitty job. But the beauty in life, the fact that you've got a job, be grateful. You've got this one life. Enjoy it. Be aware that it is going to end one day. So make the most of it and stop fucking around. Number 9 is keep progressing. Constantly look at how you can become a better person, whether that's educationally, morally, or physically. Basically, keep progressing as a person, improving yourself. Always keep learning. You can always learn something. It's not the case of I finished school now I'm going to stop learning. No, constantly be learning, reading, understanding new things, new challenges, and helping other people, becoming that better person. How can you help your colleagues, your friends, your family, the world? What can you add to the world? Constantly be challenging yourself to put things forward. Just do stuff. Really just grasp life by the balls and take it on. Constantly challenge yourself and progress, and this will keep you thinking clearly and make every day a joy to live, and you're adding something to the world and you're just being an amazing person and you'll be super happy. These 9 things are from Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, one of the great Stoic philosophers. Amazing things. Watch his video as often as you can, because to be reminded of these 9 things is super powerful. I'm making this for me as well. There's such good things to do in life every day. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd love you to subscribe here if you haven't already, and check out my other video up here. And please remember, don't take life too seriously. Just think about how great life is. Enjoy every aspect of it. Help other people. Be happy and live a great life. See you next time.